Hey, good morning, guys. It is April 9th, and sorry, this is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to try to record here from Maui, and I'm recording the night before, so the sun hasn't set yet. This is my view from our room. But anyway, Chambers is talking out of, he's teaching out of Mark 16. Mark 16 is when Jesus has started to appear to, it's interesting, he first appears to Mary Magdalene at the grave. And so she's the first one he appears to. Then he appears to two others. And every time he appears to someone, they go back and tell the others, and the others don't believe. And so sometimes I feel like Chambers minces words or tries to be a little bit, I don't know, coy with his teachings. But this one, I don't know. I guess there's some depth to it that sometimes I just don't grasp. But he makes this assertion that being saved and seeing Jesus are not the same thing. That's this very first sentence there in today's study. And he says, always distinguish between what you see Jesus to be, and what he's done for you. Some people, and he says, many who are partakers of God's grace have never seen Jesus. Seeing Jesus is different than just having him do something for you, saving you. And so he's building on that with the appearing of Jesus to his disciples after his resurrection. It's interesting too. There's a couple things that are really interesting here. Check this out. In Mark 16:12, which he references, it says after that he appeared in another form. He appeared in another form to two others, which is really interesting. And then on the road to Emmaus, we also know the road to Emmaus, they didn't recognize him. So he's appearing to them in forms that are different than his bodily form before. So, which is really kind of fascinating. There's something about the glorified body of Jesus that's different. But what he does is he makes then this kind of parallel that Jesus appears to us differently. And once we've seen him, everything has changed. If you only know what he's done for you, you have not a big enough God. But if you've had a vision of Jesus as he is, experiences can come and go. You will endure as seeing him who is invisible. So we see this in the lives of a lot of the prophets, actually. If you think about the life of Paul, for example. Paul had a vision of Jesus. If you think about the life of Isaiah, the life of John, and the books that he wrote after seeing Jesus, the folks that saw Jesus have a very different impact, or a very different, a lot of times a very different story than those who did not. Moses, all the major prophets, actually, a lot of the major prophets in the Bible had an image. They saw God as he was. And so I don't know exactly what to do with this, other than to say that we need to not necessarily seek God in some new revelation that hasn't been given in Scripture, but to say, show us who you are. And he says here, we can't see Jesus with our eyes. And it's interesting too, the other thing that he says, and he kind of wraps it up with this point, is that if we don't see Jesus for ourselves, it's hard to believe. So pray for those who haven't had a real revelation of Jesus to see him. I'm not sure exactly, in all candor, I'm not sure exactly what to do with that. And like I said, I don't think that Chambers is just being cute with words. I think he actually, there's something to this teaching that is maybe a little deeper than we have a hard time sometimes just kind of grasping it. But I guess the question we should ask ourselves is, have I seen Jesus? And who is he to me? Is it just the things he's done that I hold up as my revelation of Jesus? So, you guys have an awesome day.